War movies are an undeniable staple of cinema, and for good reason. Few genres capture the raw intensity of patriotism, sacrifice, fear, and courage quite like this one. They remind us of the true cost of war and the humanity that endures through it. That's why some of the greatest films ever made are war films. So today, we bring out the 10 best war movies on Netflix right now. To curate this list, I personally journeyed through Netflix's expansive collection, rewatching favorites and exploring new titles to ensure this list is the best it can possibly be. So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Pearl Harbor is the greatest intelligence failure in American history.
Number 10. Midway. The film covers the first 6 months of the Pacific War, beginning with the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941, which pulls the United States into World War II. It then follows the immediate aftermath and the American efforts to strike back against the Imperial Japanese Navy, including the Doolittle Raid on Tokyo. Told primarily through the eyes of Lieutenant Dick Best, a fearless dive bomber pilot, and Edwin Layton, a sharp intelligence officer, Midway is a visually ambitious war film that brings to life the historic Battle of Midway, blending large-scale action with personal stories of courage and sacrifice. With an ensemble cast and dramatic recreations of real events, it stands as a modern tribute to one of World War II's most decisive naval battles. It's not the deepest war film, but emotionally it hit me like a salute from history, a visual tribute to raw courage. So, if you are drawn to high-flying Pacific drama or want to revisit a key chapter in World War II history, Midway absolutely deserves a spot on your list. Number 9. Mosul. Set during the devastating 2016 Battle of Mosul, the film follows a rogue unit of Iraqi police officers fighting to take back their home city from ISIS control. Told over the course of a single, unrelenting day, Mosul captures the chaos, fear, and deep brotherhood of men, fighting not for glory, but for home and survival. It's a story of desperation, courage, and the personal cost of urban warfare. The movie stands out for its authenticity, use of the Arabic language, and focus on Iraqi characters and perspectives, offering a rarely seen view of the conflict from those who lived it. Mosul grips you with raw, handheld intensity, no gloss, no Hollywood heroics. Just desperation, courage, and the quiet fury of men with nothing left to lose. It's gritty, breathless, and heartbreakingly real. If you're drawn to grounded war films that strip everything down to the human core, Mosul is unmissable. Number 8. The Forgotten Battle.
Als de Canadezen die dam overgaan, wordt het één grote slagpartij.
The Forgotten Battle is a Dutch war film set during the Battle of the Scheldt in November 1944, one of World War II's most crucial but often overlooked campaigns. The story unfolds through 3 interconnected lives: a disillusioned Dutch Waffen-SS soldier, a British glider pilot stranded behind enemy lines, and a young Dutch resistance fighter risking everything for freedom. As their paths collide in war-torn Zeeland, each character's personal choices begin to shape, not just their own fates, but the course of the battle itself. Filmed in the Netherlands and Belgium with meticulous historical detail, the film combines stunning visuals, authentic production design, and emotionally grounded performances. The Forgotten Battle doesn't glorify war. It captures the quiet tragedies, the moral gray zones, and the human toll behind the uniforms. It's about the small acts of courage in the face of overwhelming chaos. If you're drawn to historical war dramas that are intimate, immersive, and historically rich, this one deserves your attention. Number 7. The King.
King has only followers and foe. But I will come with you.
The King is a gritty, atmospheric war epic that reimagines the rise of King Henry V of England, based loosely on Shakespeare's plays and real historical events. The film follows young Hal, a wayward prince who reluctantly ascends to the throne after his father's death. Thrust into power and haunted by legacy, he must navigate palace politics, betrayal, and the brutal realities of war, culminating in the legendary Battle of Agincourt. Starring Timothée Chalamet as Henry V, alongside Joel Edgerton, Robert Pattinson, and Sean Harris, the film delivers striking performances and slow-burning tension, all wrapped in an austere medieval setting. What sets The King apart is its raw, unromantic portrayal of leadership and combat. There's no fantasy gloss here, just mud-soaked battlefields, quiet ambition, and the heavy crown of responsibility. If you're into dark, character-driven historical dramas with sweeping war sequences and political intrigue, The King is an underrated gem that belongs on your list. Number 6. The Siege of Jadotville.
You've never been in battle. Do you have a plan?
Just to pray there's no need for us.
The Siege of Jadotville is a tense and underrated war drama based on a true story that remained untold for decades. Set in 1961 during the Congo crisis, the film follows a battalion of Irish UN peacekeepers, just over 150 men, who find themselves surrounded by over 3,000 mercenaries and local fighters in the mining town of Jadotville. Outnumbered, outgunned, and politically abandoned, they mount a heroic stand that defies the odds. Jamie Dornan leads the cast as Commander Pat Quinlan, delivering a stoic and commanding performance as a soldier, trying to protect his men while navigating an impossible situation. What makes the Siege of Jadotville so powerful isn't just the combat. It's the moral tension, the political betrayal, and the real-life courage of men forgotten by history for doing the right thing. With crisp direction, authentic action, and emotional weight, this film is a salute to those who fought with honor, even when the world looked away. So, if you haven't watched it yet, I'm highly recommending it to you. Number 5. Beasts of No Nation. Beasts of No Nation is not just a war film. It's a haunting, deeply human portrayal of innocence lost. Directed by Kari Joji Fukunaga, this powerful drama follows Agu, a young boy forced to become a child soldier after war tears through his unnamed West African village. Recruited by a brutal commandant, played masterfully by Idris Elba, Agu is pulled into a world of violence, fear, and survival. The film doesn't focus on battles or nations. Instead, it dives into the psychological toll of war, especially on children, exploring themes of trauma, manipulation, and what it means to grow up in a world without peace. Watching it is an emotional roller coaster. One moment, you're stunned by its beauty. The next, you're thrown into scenes so raw and disturbing, you almost want to look away. You smile, then you cry, then you sit in silence, shaken, and when it ends, it stays with you. Beasts of No Nation is real. It's devastating, it's beautiful, and it's one of the boldest pieces of cinema you'll ever witness. So, don't miss it. Number 4. Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down is a visceral, unrelenting war film that drops you right into the chaos of modern combat and doesn't let go. Directed by Ridley Scott, this true story adaptation recounts the harrowing events of October 3, 1993, when elite U.S. soldiers were sent into Mogadishu, Somalia, on a mission to capture a warlord's top lieutenants. What was supposed to be a quick in-and-out operation turned into a brutal 18-hour firefight when 2 Black Hawk helicopters were shot down, leaving the soldiers trapped and surrounded. The film features a stacked ensemble cast: Josh Hartnett, Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, Tom Hardy. But it never feels like a star vehicle. It's about the brotherhood, the fear, the courage, and the sheer chaos of war when everything goes wrong. From the intense, street-level gunfights to the relentless sound design, it's a film that makes you feel the confusion, desperation, and sacrifice of those on the ground. It's gritty, it's overwhelming, and it's one of the most realistic portrayals of urban warfare ever put on screen. Before we jump into our top 3, here are a few more war movies that didn't make the main list, but absolutely deserve a spot on your watch list. And hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates just like this. First up, Narvik, Hitler's first defeat. Set in 1940, Narvik tells the story of the battle that marked Nazi Germany's first military defeat. The film follows a young Norwegian soldier and his wife, who finds herself caught between two sides, working at a German-run hotel while secretly aiding the resistance. As the conflict escalates, their family is torn apart by loyalty, survival, and the fog of war. It's not a loud, explosion-heavy war film. It's intimate, tense, and deeply human. Next is U-571. Inspired by real events, the film follows an American Navy crew on a covert mission to infiltrate a disabled German U-boat and capture its Enigma code machine, a device that could change the course of the war. It may not be the most historically accurate film, but it is a gritty, nail-biting war thriller. Then there is Sandcastle. The story follows a young American soldier who's sent with his unit to repair a water pumping station in a hostile Iraqi village. But what starts as a seemingly simple mission quickly unravels into a dangerous battle for survival, trust, and moral clarity. Up next, The Guns of Navarone, a classic war film that follows a team of elite Allied commandos who are sent on a near-impossible mission to infiltrate a Nazi-occupied island and destroy two massive guns threatening Allied ships in the Aegean Sea. More than 60 years later, The Guns of Navarone still holds up as one of the greatest war adventures ever made. And lastly, number 24. This Norwegian biographical war drama tells the incredible true story of Gunnar Sundsteby, Norway's most decorated resistance fighter, who led daring sabotage missions against Nazi forces during the occupation. It's not an all-out war film. It's spycraft in the shadow of war, subtle, strategic, and quietly heroic. That wraps up the bonus list. But before we hit our top 3, just want to share my view. The final 3 picks are all modern masterpieces, and ranking them was nearly impossible. So I just went with instinct. But once you've watched this whole list, come back and let me know what your top 3 order would be. All right, time to move into our top 3. Number 3. All Quiet on the Western Front. The film follows young Paul and his friends who enlist themselves during World War I, full of dreams, glory, and patriotic fire. But once they reach the trenches, their romantic notions of heroism are quickly shattered as they experience the brutal realities of trench warfare on the Western Front. The mud, the blood, the screams. War becomes a slow death, not just of bodies, but of everything human. The film is harrowing, poetic, and brutally honest. Mud-soaked trenches, the deafening silence between shellfire, the dehumanization of boys turned into soldiers. It captures the futility of war with haunting beauty, where each day is just a desperate fight to stay alive, and death comes without reason, warning, or honor. The cinematography is stunning, the score is unnerving, and the emotion unforgiving. It doesn't tell you that war is hell. It makes you feel it. Number 2. Dunkirk.
There are 400,000 men on this beach.
Written and directed by Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk isn't your typical war film. It doesn't follow one hero or one story. Instead, it throws you into the 3 desperate fronts of the 1940 Dunkirk evacuation: land, sea, and air, each unfolding on a different timeline, all converging into one breathtaking climax. Nolan crafts a war film like no other, with minimal dialogue, thunderous sound, and stunning visuals that grip you by the pulse. It's not about speeches. It's about instinct, heartbeat, and the cold grip of war closing in. This isn't a film about politics. It's about survival, courage in chaos, and the silent resilience of ordinary men. Dunkirk is a masterclass in immersive storytelling, and once you've seen it, you feel it. It's leaving Netflix soon in the US, so don't miss your chance to stream it now. Number 1. 1917. Directed by Sam Mendes, 1917 is not just a war film. It's a technical and emotional marvel that drops you straight into the trenches of World War I. The story follows two young British soldiers, Lance Corporals Blake and Schofield, who are given an impossible mission: cross enemy territory to deliver a message that could save 1,600 lives, including Blake's own brother. But what sets 1917 apart is how it's told. The entire film unfolds to appear as one continuous shot, plunging you into a real-time race against death. Every step, every breath, every heartbeat, you're right there with them. From the mud-soaked trenches to the burning ruins of war-torn France, 1917 captures the terror, beauty, and humanity found in the most hellish of places. It's visually stunning, emotionally devastating, and deeply human. If you believe cinema should make you feel every heartbeat, every risk, every loss, 1917 is the one film you can't afford to miss. Hey guys, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot. I promise to keep bringing you the best content. See you in the next one.